Today we're going to talk about the secrets of surviving success while thriving financially. And folks, here's what it comes down to. As you climb the mountain of success, there's new trappings and pitfalls that you may not be aware of that come out of nowhere, and sometimes you just don't see it coming. And when it happens, there could be a step back. However, if you learn not to make the same mistakes twice, if you learn how to overcome some of your own wealth wounds that are 30, 40, 50 years in the making like they were for me, and learn how to overcome it, that next step on that mountain is going to put you in a place that you've never dreamed of. Stay tuned in this video. Take some good notes. We're going to break down what that actually looks like. Check it out, folks. I'm Rob Gill, founder, CEO of Epic Financial Strategies. My best learning comes when I hear it in stories. Here's a quick 10,000-foot view of my story. Got sober in 1996 and had the good fortune of living two lives, one of self-imprisonment and another one of financial, emotional, and spiritual freedom. I became a cold caller in 1996, early on in my sobriety, and I went on to open over 3,000 accounts over the phone in a 6-year period. Built Epic Financial Strategies, a financial powerhouse with over 20 agents, helping people all across the country build wealth and secure better financial futures. Dedicated my life to helping others achieve financial freedom and success, and I share this mission with you in the pages of my brand new book, Surviving Success. Folks, I don't want the version of me 20, 30 years ago to feel the pain that I had to feel. So my mission is to be able to share my story and talk to my dad, talk to the young Rob Gill, talk to my mom, and anybody else that's grown up in a financially scarce mindset. And by the way, I had the good fortune of not only achieving financial freedom, but also because I wasn't able to deal with my wealth wounds at the time, even though I wasn't drinking anymore, I decided to do everything I can to sabotage. And my point there is surviving success is how do you overcome self-sabotage while you're on the mountain of financial freedom. So just remember, folks, yesterday is gone. It's history. Today is the present. And tomorrow when you wake up, it's going to be today, and you don't have to make the same mistakes twice. That's the key to this whole thing. So let's start digging in and uncover the truth that's going to put money back in your pocket where it belongs. So what do I mean by surviving success? This is simple, folks. I went from making $12,000 a year. Within 7 years, I was making $1 million. 4 years after that, I was back down to making $500,000 because emotionally I couldn't handle the million. The surviving success comes from learning that you have to overcome your wealth wounds, and you have to be able to put yourself in a position, if you want to earn more money, to give, not to earn more money to take. That's been one of my biggest secrets. The art of living is by giving. Surviving success teaches financial literacy. Financial literacy is the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. When you are financially literate, you have the essential foundation for a smart relationship with money. So look, check this out. I'm going to give you my story. In 2008, I was 38 years old. I began to make $1 million, and I decided to put money into a boxing promotional company that I didn't research. I knew nothing about other than it made me somewhat cool, and I got a dopamine hit, but before you knew it, the money was gone. And I wasn't investing that money back into my business. Fast forward 2023, I invested not only in the real estate between my ears, but also in my business, and I kept doubling down on my business to the point where we created a business that was worth about $30 million. The difference between 2023, the 53-year-old Rob, and 2008, the 38-year-old Rob, was I was working on the business, not in the business. I became literate. I became understanding how it's important to create relationships and bring the right players into your company to help your company grow versus another company I invested in and I didn't know anything about. So in my book, Surviving Success, I tell many stories. I've made and lost fortunes along the way, and I've learned how to survive enough success to actually maintain it. By using my personal examples from my life, you could turn principles into actionable steps, avoid my mistakes, and copy my victories. Here's a victory that stands out. When I first started Epic Insurance Services, I needed capital. I didn't have enough resources, so I had to become resourceful. 3 people came in, invested $300,000 each for 1% ownership. That was 4 years ago. They've now gotten back all their money. That's what happens when you know you have a product or a business that is very good. You have the right players in place, which I had, and then I brought in the right capital. This is what it's all about. So check it out, folks. In this book, You're going to learn what they don't teach you in school. Understanding lesser known principles of investing, tax strategies, financial planning, and insurance policies puts you 10 steps ahead of the competition. I've outlined all kinds of wealth building tactics that complement each other in one holistic financial strategy. Remember, I say this all the time in my videos. You could have an IRA, you could have a 401k, you could have a stock account, you could have an insurance policy, you could have a will. Are they communicating with each other? Are they all in line on the same page where all the financial professionals is speaking the same language? Because if not, you have a bunch of separate pieces of instruments and the music isn't flowing the right way. It's important you understand that the harmony and the words must match. So I've read a lot of financial books and a lot of them are really good. I'm not saying that this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but what I am going to say is this is as real as it gets. That's what makes the difference from this book and other financial books. I tell you my personal journey about money, time, freedom, and how to overcome mental, emotional obstacles and relationships that you may have with money like I did. The 52 punch rule gets into deep detail on what exactly that looks like. So go ahead, click the link below, get your free copy of the book. I'm telling you, it's a must read. It's going to give you information that's going to allow you to make really good, sound financial decisions. There's going to be some humor and some sadness along the way. Take my journey, put it in your back pocket, and allow that to create generational wealth for you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for checking us out.